Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We continue our lesson with VLookup functions. So VLookup in Excel function used to look up and retrieve data from a specific column in table. So the purpose is to look up a value in a table by matching on the first column. So we use VLookup when we need to find things in the table or arrange by row. So for example, we want to look up a price of an automotive part by the part number, or we want to find an employee name based on their employee ID. So this is the syntax that we will use for VLookup. So there are 4 columns or 4 values that we will have to look up. So this is the syntax. So we will use VLookup. So lookup value. So lookup value will refer to what you want to look up, and then followed by table array. So don't forget to put comma. Okay, so table array will refer to where you want to look for it. Then followed by column index number. So column index number will refer to the column number in the range containing the value to return. And then we have the range lookup. So in this range lookup, we will indicate either true or false. So we will look at, for the example, how we want to use either true or false. Okay, so the first one we look at these examples. So let's say we have a list of employee name, employee code, employee designation, employee team, and employee salary. So based on this data, we want to look up, when we input the employee code, it will display the salary. So in this case, we can use a VLookup function. Okay. So this is the formula that we will use to look up for the employee salary. Okay, so first I delete the sample. So in this column, okay, we start at this column. We use the equal sign, and then we will use the VLookup function. So you click VLookup function. Okay, so the first one, what do you want to look up? So we want to look up for the employee code. Okay, we want to key in the employee code. So comma, from where? So we want to the column in the range containing the value returned. So we want to find the code in this list. Okay, so you have to range. Okay, select this range. Yeah, from B4 until E27. Okay, so that will refer the column number in the range containing the value to return. So we want to return the employee salary based on this employee code. Okay, so we put comma. Okay, so this employee salary between this range from B4 until E27, it will be found at column 4. So this is referred as column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So we put as 4 because the employee salary, it will refer in this column. So comma, we want to the approximate match. We will use false statement. So false means that it will define the exact code. Okay, so the exact code that we will key in this column. So then we put enter. Okay, so then we test our formula. So let's say I want to find the code of PTK. So then you just type PTK. Okay, enter. Okay, then it will display how many salary for this code. So we can check PTK. So the salary is 15,000. Okay. So next we try another code. So let's say I put PTW. Okay. So PTW, enter, and it will refer to 28,000. So in these examples, we will use approximate or exact match. So we will use exact match, okay, which means that PTW is the exact match with this employee code, and it will display the employee salary. So we will use the argument of false. Okay. So next we look at the true argument. Okay. So let's say we have these examples. For true argument or for true match, okay, we will using as approximate match. So means that we have some range of data, and then we want to find for in this example we want to find a discount. Okay. So we will use this true statement. Okay, so I will show you how to use this function. Okay, so I will delete this one. Okay, so now we have range. The quantity, if we input quantity 1 until 9, it will represent as 0%. And then if we put as 10 until 99, it will display 3%. And then between 100 to 1000, it will give you 6%. So between 1000 until 10,000, it will be give us 9%. The rest above than 10,000, it will display as 12%. So for true statement, we will use for the approximate match. Okay, so we will use equal to, then we look up. Okay, we look up. So now what do you want to look up? So we want to look up the quantity. Yeah, so we will put the quantity, comma, the range is between this one, yeah, quantity 1 until 12%. So this column, okay, and comma. Okay, what we want to look at how much the discount that will be given to the quantity that will be keyed in. So the discount will be at the column 2, 1, 2. So we put 2. So 2 refer for this column 1, this one is column 1, column 2. So discount at the column 2, we put 2. Okay, so now we will use true, okay, because it is a range number between 1 until 9. Okay, so then we enter. So now if I put 5, okay, 5 quantity, then enter. So 5 is in this range, so I will have 0%. If let's say I buy 99 quantity, so how much discount I will get? Okay, so I will get 3%. Okay, because 99 is between 10 until 99. So if I put here 100, okay, so I will get 6%. Okay, so that is the examples of the written value, either true or false. Okay, so next we look at another examples. If we have not in number, so we want to get in the character. Okay, so for example, in this example we have marks, and then we want to determine what grade that this student will get based on these marks. Okay, so I will delete these examples. So the first one, you have to create the range for this marks. So this one is for marks, so we put as range marks. Okay, so this is the grade. Okay, so we can merge this one. Okay, now we put as this one. Okay, make it more readable. Okay, so now we go to lookup value. So equal to, we use VLookup. Okay, so we look up, then we want to look up based on this mark. So in this example, we have the marks already. Okay, so we just click at this column, okay, comma, from which range? From this range. Okay, between this range. Okay, so what we want to find is the grade. So grade is in the column 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, at this column. So we put 3. So we will use the true, yeah, true statement. Okay, so we put as true because it's a range value. So then we enter. So now we got 90 is between this range, so this student will get A plus. Okay, so now we just drag. We want to use the same formula. Okay, so in this case, so if we look at Eric, so Eric will get C minus. So what happened to Linda? Okay, we in this system, it cannot detect what grade that would Linda get. So we check for this table. So in these examples, we look at this range. So this range have been moved, and it will not counted between 0 and 20. So what happened is this we have to log this range for the form in this formula. How we can do to log this range? So go back to this cell, yeah, the first cell. So for this range, yeah, for this range F4 until H16, so we have to log this formula. Okay, so it will not move to another row. Okay, so we use a dollar sign before F, and then put dollar sign before 4, and then you put dollar sign before H and dollar sign before 16. Okay, so now we enter. Okay, so now we track of the formula, then we get, okay, so Linda will get E, then we check for the formula. So this range will be logged at this range for each of these column range. Okay, so I will continue with another examples in the next video.